Hi, welcome to part two of our little series on WordPress site migration. So as you recall in the last one, we brought a live site down to our local environment. Here I am in the one that we were just discussing, the Youth Empowerment Institute local version that I've got here. And so let's say that I spent a whole bunch of time and I cleaned this up and I made it look all nice. And it's totally in keeping with our design on the other Everett program websites like Labs and the main site. And it's time to now bring it up and have it go live. As Bill O'Reilly would say, we'll do it live. Um, so we're going to take it easy on you. You could use the method that we just went over of manually downloading the files in database, uploading them to your server, importing the database, changing the wp-config.php file, and then running the search and replace script to make all your URLs and links work correctly. But we're going to do it a little different using a plugin called Duplicator. So just go ahead and search for Duplicator in the WordPress plugins repository, or you can, we have a link to it here in the lesson. So I've already have it installed. I've got Duplicator right here. And I already created a package and I already uploaded it to my server because, as you may have gathered already, I have a really slow internet connection. So it would take quite a while for it to get up there, and I don't want to take up time on the video. That's just foolish. So what it does is it creates a package of your files and database, and then it also creates a special installer script that when it runs, it reconfigures your database and it basically does all the work that we just did in the last video for you. It's really sweet. So go ahead and create new. So it'll say requirements pass. You might require in the last one it said zip archive enabled. Our host didn't allow archiving apparently. I really don't understand what was going on with that. But so you give it a name. I'll just leave it as it is. It doesn't really matter. You also have to give it a note. I'm going to say screencast 2 because I already made this one. And the rest of the stuff you can kind of just skip. Just hit next. There we go. It says everything's working right. So go ahead and build. So it creates two files. One is the installer, the other is the archive. You want to click on them both to download them. Once you've done that, go to your CyberDuck. Remember, I'm going live, so I'm going to the CyberDuck. I created a new directory called YEI. And as you can see, it's already got the installer and the zip archive. Like I said, it would take too long to upload it, and it would kind of break the flow of the video. And I already do that enough on my own, so we'll just not deal with it. So we've got our files, and it's got the database there, but we still need to create a new database to house it. So we go to our cPanel, scroll down to databases, and go to the MySQL database wizard. Create a database. I'll call it YEI new. The username, we'll call it YEI new. Can't use that. So many different naming conventions. It really gets annoying. Anyway, password. See. Would accept that. It must be at least 65 characters in length. What? Oh. The strength, not 65 characters in length. That would be crazy. Add a couple of exclamation points. There we go. Give yourself all privileges. Always remember to check your privileges. Okay, there we go. So, if I remember correctly, now we've got our database. We've got our installer package ready to go. So all we need to do is just navigate to the installer to run it. So that's iconfafsa.com/yi/installer.php. All right, so this is where we enter the stuff. User is your cPanel username, an underscore, and then the one that you picked. So it was YEI test, right? Database password. Database name. So that you've read all the warnings and everything. Oh, let's test the connection, make sure it works. Fail, fail. Oh, nuts. Okay. Oh yeah, server. Fail, fail. Probably wrote these wrong. So let's see. YEI new, not YEI test. You were probably watching me do that, saying, he's doing it wrong, he's doing it wrong. Truly, this is correct. Success, success, great success. All right. So we test the connection. We know that it's going to work. We've accepted the warnings and notices. So let's run the deployment. Sure thing. Okay, run update. So 0 errors. Save permalinks. So you want to do these. So it says that you need to make sure that your permalinks are correct. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. I don't know what it is about doing these migrations that require you to just save changes even though you haven't made any changes. All right, so test site. Looks like it's working. And file cleanup. It removes these. It removes the original zip and it removes the installer. So it's pretty cool. You don't even have to worry about that stuff. There. That's all cleaned up. Let's take a look at our site. And there it is. Let's see, do our links work and everything? Yes, they do. How cool is this? So, if you stayed awake through this entire ordeal, then you would know that we started with this, summerinstitute.jeep.org, the original site that I made for the summer camp with my old, or not old, but with my original very limited WordPressing skills. We backed it up and then we migrated it down to my local host using completely organic, old school, where'd it go? It's gone. So weird. Okay. What was it called? Why I migrate? Yeah, that was it. You see, I did like 5 test runs, and so I have like 10 things in my history. So anyway, we started with summerinstitute.jeep.org. We manually migrated it down to my local host. And then once I was done with all my edits and my redesigns, let's pretend that I did those, then we used WordPress Duplicator to, in like 1/10 of the time, move it up to the server. So now here it is live. We got original, local, live. Isn't that cool? I think it is, but I'm a huge loser. So the moral of the story is that WordPress duplicator makes your life much easier, but you also need to learn how to do it manually because then you understand everything that's going on. So you should definitely take a rest or something because this was a really long video and you're probably a bit confused. Um, as always, there's proper documentation in the WordPress Codex. We've written up our own walkthroughs and explanations and stuff on the class website. And of course, you have your instructor and TA to talk to. So, hope this was helpful. See you next one.